Blog Talk Radio.
Inspiring growth now with intensity and transparent energy. If you're tuned in, this means you're now ready to make the shift from ordinary to absolutely amazing. Welcome to Ignite Your Life with Toy Parker, a show where you will always get the sparks you need to ignite your life and live the epic life now that you deserve today. Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are around the world. Yes, welcome to Ignite Your Life. I am your host, Toy Parker, and I am excited about today. I'm always excited about every single show, but we definitely have some special guests coming on tonight, and we had last week was just absolutely amazing. And just want to say a special thank you to everyone who follows the show and everyone who's out there listening to the sound of my voice, whether you're streaming live with us or whether you're calling in to listen. Thank you, and thank you. Much, much appreciated. And please continue to spread the word about the show. We're well over approaching 3,000 listeners and counting. God is just really moving in terms of the whole Ignite Your Life movement. There's so many different projects coming down the pike that I will be sharing with you a little bit later. But first things first, I want to actually give a special thank you to all the sponsors of our show. I want to give a special thank you to Kimberly Arrington of IGNITE University. Her support is amazing. Mia Zachary, thank you so much for all of your support out there in the feeds. Kim out there in the feeds is just amazing. Thank you. I cannot do everything by myself, and so God has sent what I call angels to help me with all the things that I'm doing and embarking upon. It's just tremendous. I want to give a special thank you also to Cheryl Moses of virtualvisionsboutique.com, where your visions are manifested through your dreams. She is one of our Diamond Ignite Your Life sponsors, so thank you so much. Yes, Radio Angels, thank you so much. I've dispatched them and they're busy. God actually dispatched them on my behalf because I didn't even ask. They volunteered to assist me, so thank you so much. And also want to give a thank you to, Tim Johnson and Alnita Johnson of Tim Johnson's International Salons and Full Service Suites. For those of you who have seen some of my, only two of over 100 actual photos during my photo shoot, actually the natural makeup and my actual hair, no disrespect to anyone who does weave and extensions, hey, go for it. It's just not my type of thing. I've cut my hair short like Holly Berry before, and my hair grows like grass, well fertilized. That's the way I describe it, and I have witnesses to prove it, so it's awesome. But, yes, that is all my hair. And that is really my face with just a little hint of makeup. And Alnita did an awesome job. She is an excellent stylist and a fabulous makeup artist, so I just want to give a special thank you to them because they've just really been there even before this show and different appearances that I've had and different looks. So thank you so much. And also want to give a special thank you to Charlene Day. She's a very great supporter from the Gift of Giving Tour. She's one of our Diamond Ignite Your Life sponsors. And also, of course, want to give a special thank you. I communicated with him a little bit earlier this evening, Jason Peel. He is our VIP Ignite Your Life Platinum sponsor for the Ignite Your Life radio and television network. I appreciate him greatly. If you're out there listening or streaming, I don't know which one you are. I haven't had a chance to look at the board. There's just way too many numbers for me to figure out right now and sort through. But I just want to say thank you, Jason Peel, so much, the artist also known as J. Peel. Thank you. For those who are new listening in, just want to let you know there will be mentions of hashtags. I might say, hashtag Ignite Your Life, only because, and I might say hashtag or some of the different principles that I kind of teach during the show, during my PowerPoints, so that you can help spread the word about the show. So if you hear a nugget that just really drives home with you, please hashtag Ignite Your Life. I would greatly appreciate it to help all those out there learn more about the show and the movement also. And a lot of people, it's at the point where every coach has a coach, and I have an awesome coach. Her name is Kelly Roach. She is actually amazing, absolutely amazing. And she's kind of gotten on me because she said, I'm going to have to hire someone to do my social networking. She said it's just grown so much that I really can't continue to try to do it all myself, and I actually agree. Looking into that, trying to figure out, what I'm going to do regarding that, because I actually have to have someone that I actually trust. And thank God I have Kimberly out there during the show, and then I get all kinds of communications all week long, and it's taking a while because I have hundreds and hundreds of inbox messages that I can't go through on my own. So thank you so much to everyone out there that's inboxed me. I will get to it as soon as I can. Some I'm able to respond to, and some I'm not able to respond to. But please know that, I do see them. Thank you very much. A lot of people have asked me, how can we connect with you? Well, I'm on all the social networks, including LinkedIn, including Pinterest, including Livestream. Did a Livestream event just last week. It went really well. It's kind of funny. And for more on that, you'll have to listen to last week's show. But for all intents and purposes, so if you go to toyparker.com and go to the right-hand side, a lot of the social networks will come up where you can just click for your convenience so that you can connect with me. Do know that I don't post everything on all the different networks, so sometimes you might see something on Instagram that's just an exclusive for Instagram, or I might put something on Facebook and I might not put it on the other social networks, or I might tweet something that's not necessarily on all the social networks. So it's good to be involved all across the board. And if you go to your upper left-hand corner and type in #IgniteYourLife, please be sure to join the group. We have a lot of different offers that are specifically designed to help the people in the group. So it's just an amazing experience, and I just want to thank everyone all around for their support. I don't want to call any one name in particular because there are just hundreds and thousands of people that are really supporting everything that I do, and I appreciate each and every one of you equally. And with that being said, what we're going to do, I want to take a quick break, and, I'm just really happy. So I'm just going to play something just to kind of give you a chance to kind of meditate on your day today. And when we come back, I'm going to come back with PowerPoints on protecting your gateways to achieve greatness. And let me tell you, this is going to be a candid conversation between you and I. So get ready, get your notes out, get your pens, your paper. We're going to really dig in, and we're going to go deep. But in the meantime, I want you to stay happy. We'll be right back.
With the air, like I don't care.
Yes. I am extremely happy, and I want to encourage each and every one of you to be extremely, extremely happy. I do want to let everyone know I really appreciate all the inboxes throughout the show and even off times when the show isn't on, but do know that I will not be able to respond to each and every one of you, all the more reason why I need to have some more social media assistance. So I will be looking into that very, very soon. But in the meantime, on a serious note, I wanted to actually dedicate this show to my hometown area. I actually grew up in a very small city in North Carolina called Roanoke Rapids. That's where I was born. Later on, my family moved to a place neighboring in the Roanoke Valley area called Weldon, North Carolina, and I graduated number 1 in my class at Weldon High School. And I just want to thank everyone in that area for your support of this show and all the other different things that I do. I don't get a chance to mention it often, but I really wanted to make sure tonight that I actually mentioned the Roanoke Valley area, particularly the families that were impacted by the shootings that were all over the news across the state, because I need everyone to know that there's some really great people in that area. I came out of that area. My father, he was an excellent leader. Bless his soul, he passed in February, but he really was on a mission to make sure that everyone knew that greatness could come out of the Roanoke Valley area. And so I feel a civic responsibility to carry that message out to the world. And, forgive me, but, this show, I call it Ignite Your Life because it's inspiring growth now with intensity and transparent energy. And what you hear in my voice is a deep passion for that community. I used to go back and speak to the elementary schools and the high schools a long time ago, and I will definitely go back. And there were talks of me possibly being a commencement speaker for the high school. Maybe that may still happen. I'll definitely look into that. But in the meantime, I will do everything I can to promote the goodness of that area because it receives a lot of negative publicity, but there are a lot of great things that happen in the Weldon area and in Roanoke Rapids, particularly in Weldon. There's some really great teachers there. There are really great leaders there. There are really great people there. It is not all of the violence that you actually see, unfortunately, that gets, seen on television screen. And I just think that it's important that you know that I'm from that area and I am a product of greatness. My parents, it's not about where you're from, it's what you do with your life when you leave. Or if you even choose to stay, it's what you do with your life. You do not have to be a victim of your circumstances. You are already a victor. So I wanted to dedicate this show to one of my dear friends. I actually tutored her and her best friend when they were in high school or middle school, I think it was. Her name is Shakiria Barnes. I don't know if you're listening tonight, but do know that I wanted to say a special prayer for you and your family, and also to the Lynch family. Jan Lynch, she was a very wonderful woman in the community who had a very big heart and was an awesome, awesome mother. And the community had some really great losses. So I do want you to know that God is still in control, and I just want to speak and ignite your life tonight, Weldon, North Carolina, and surrounding areas. Do know that God has a plan. He named that town Weldon because of well done. That's the whole thing, well done. And you are still well done. Do not allow, that's why we're going to talk about tonight, I'm dedicating this show to that, protecting your gateways to achieve greatness. Because a lot of times we allow things that are in front of us, that are around us, to impact the greatness that's within us. But understand that the greater one that lives inside of you, and we're going to talk about that tonight, is all the more reason to continue to push through to your breakthrough. To push through to your breakthrough. And later on tonight in the feeds, I'll definitely be offering free 30-minute breakthrough sessions. That's kind of my way of helping, everyone around the world. I don't offer them every single week, but I offer them every now and then. And just wanted to also let everyone know that I will actually, my coach is like, okay, where are your classes? You need to be really educating people on these topics. So I've expanded my services in addition to everything else that I do that you see on toyparker.com. Teleclasses will be coming up So if you would like an opportunity to ignite your life with me in a small group setting, I want you to text the word teleclass to 919-593-6888 with your name and email address to receive more information on either a 4 or 6 week teleclass or a small group session. I'm only going to do groups of 10 for the small group sessions. They are very private sessions where I'll be doing a lot of one-on-one with everyone in the group, specific to the area of their life in which they want to ignite their life. And I'll also be doing later on private consulting, but I definitely want to go ahead and offer the teleclass and the small group classes. So again, I will put that information in the Ignite Your Life group. That will not be put on my public page or my business page. That will only be placed in the Ignite Your Life group. So look for that later on tonight. And with that being said, if you go ahead and get your pen and your paper, before I get started, I do want to do one moment of silence for about 3 seconds for the little girl that was killed in the shooting in Weldon, North Carolina, and the families, and also for Jan Lynch. Okay, so now, are you ready? Go ahead and get your pens, your papers out, and we are getting ready to go into how to protect your gateways to achieve greatness. Again, how to protect your gateways to achieve greatness. Toy, what do you mean by gateways? What are you talking about? Well, we're going to talk about, what am I talking about? I'm talking about your eyes. I am talking about your ear gates. I'm talking about your mouth. I'm talking about the soul ties. Yes. Toy, you going there? Yep, that's a gateway, and we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about even your nose, but in a literal sense, and we're going to talk about your heart because that is also a gateway. So first, let's go with the eye gates. Question for you. First and foremost, PowerPoint number 1, we're going to talk about how important it is to watch your eye gates. So first, PowerPoint, watch your eye gates. Full question, completely rhetorical. You can only answer that question. What are you watching every day? What are you watching every day? And what I mean by that is not just what are you watching on television. What I mean by that is what are you noticing every day or as you're going on throughout life? What are you reading? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So what are you letting enter your eye gate? What are you letting enter your eye gate? Again, PowerPoint number 1 is protect your eye gate. What are you reading every day? What are you watching? Even, yes, on television. Are you watching shows to help, don't get me wrong, toy, but sometimes I just want to relax. Hey, I get that. But a lot of the times where you are watching some of these shows, what you don't realize is even though it's entertaining, some of that can still get into your subconscious and lead to other behaviors. Or you could even be feeling a certain way and not even know it because you're so busy watching horror movies all day that you don't even know why you're jittery or even can't even sleep at night. And then you wonder why you can't go to sleep. You just finished watching a horror marathon. Or you wonder why you have so much drama in your life with relationships, but yet you're watching all types of, no disrespect to the reality shows that are really about something, but what are you watching? Are you watching shows where people are fighting all the time? And what are you watching? Really? Like, how are you spending your time? And how much of that in a 24-hour day are you doing that? The same amount of time that you're watching those marathons, you could have started a business by now. Oh, did I say that? Yep, I sure did. The same amount of time that you're watching some of these marathons, the same amount of time you could be putting into your dreams that you keep telling people that you want to do. Oh, did I say that? Yes, actually I did. So I'm trying to help you tonight. I'm trying to help you ignite your life. So I want you to watch the amount of time that you're watching television. I want you to watch what you watch. Watch what you watch. Literally. Be mindful of the things that you're reading, that you're watching, that even your environment. If you're in a negative environment, some of us, sometimes what you don't realize is you're the product of that environment. And sometimes, now for children, it's different because, they have to live with their parents in whatever environment they're living in. They're over them. So, they can't help what that is. But even if there are any children listening, and it's my understanding, sometimes there are because they're listening with their parents. So communicate and tell your parent or the adult that's over you or your significant other that you're concerned about the environment in which you're in, and that can promote healthy dialogue, hopefully. And I'll just pray for everyone who's in a situation where you can't do that, because that isn't healthy. But back to the adults. So, again, number 1, watch your eye gates, okay? Number 2, watch your ear gates. What are you listening to? PowerPoint number 2, watch your ear gates. What are you listening to? Are you listening to? And why are you listening to it? Toy, but I love music. Hey, I love all genres of music. I'm not even going to lie. Back in the day, did I listen to rap music? Yeah, sometimes I still do if it's healthy, but I don't listen to anything that's going to degrade. That's just my preference. I'm not telling you what. Toy, you're trying to tell me what to do. No, I'm not. What I am saying is this. What goes in your ear, my dad used to tell me this all the time, what goes in your ear determines your actions. And it's just the truth, ladies and gentlemen. What goes in your ear determines your actions. Who are you listening to at night when you're on the phone? Who is the person that's in your ear most of the time? Who is the person? What are they saying? What are they saying to you? What are you talking about? Are you busy rehashing your problems over and over and over and over and over again and creating that new negative energy, just making it a repeated process, and you end up talking about that same negative situation the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day? What happened today? Girl, here's what happened. Why? Why are you listening to that? Is it becoming exciting like a reality show for you? You need to ask yourself. Or are you going to empower that person that's complaining about their life and help them move on with their life? I challenge you today. Because this time that we are living in, it's time for a change. It's time to stop doing the things that we're so used to doing. So many times we're just listening to the same things over and over and over again. I challenge you to ignite your life tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, but tonight. And I want you to watch what you listen to. I want you to protect your ear gates. What are you listening to, and who are you listening to? Watch the content of what is being said to you. Again, the life that you're living right now, whether you like it or not, is a product of decisions that you're consciously making, allowing people and things into your gateways. And we've only talked about, but we're going to move on to the next point, your mouth gate. Protect your mouth's gate. So I'm going to put it that way. You're like, Toy, what are you talking about? Protect your mouth's gate. There are so many different ways that I could explain this, but I'm going to just keep it simple, okay? Watch what you say. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's scripture. You have exactly what you say. I was talking to my daughter, and, she was sharing a situation with me, and to illustrate the point I share with her, but you're the one that said that you weren't going to have this type of day. And she remembered that I did say that to her. And so even now she changes her language. It starts, granted, my daughter is a tween. She's only, tweens are between the ages of 8 to 10, or 8 to 12. I'm sorry, 8 to 12 because 13 is a teenager. But it starts early. Even when she was little, I would always have her do a confession before she goes to school. One day it's a long confession, so I won't, share it over the airwaves, but if you are interested for you guys. because it's kind of long, but it's good. It's good, and she's memorized it, and she's in the 5th grade now. She's been saying it since kindergarten or sooner. So watch what you say about yourself and even to others, because that it's energy. All these gateways are passageways for energy. And what I want you to do is just be more conscious and be more mindful. The more I pay attention to what I study, it's a scripture that, says for you to study to be quiet before you answer. And I study now. I study now before I say anything, because I'm responsible for what I put out in the atmosphere. And so are you. And you're responsible and accountable for what you put out in the atmosphere to other people. You have to be mindful of that. What do you want for your life? Say that. What do you love about your life? Say that, so that you can have more of that. What I don't want you to do, and what I want you to practice this. Practice not repeating the negative things that happen to you to other people. I want you to practice, challenge you. There are all these challenges out there. I challenge you to practice talking about what makes you happy, to practice talking about what you love to do and what makes, your heart just beat. Just live what you love. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you in your next conversation, instead of complaining about things that happened that day, I challenge you to find something positive that happened that day so that you can focus on that. And I challenge you to create a new day for the next day by doing positive declarations of what you expect to have in life. I challenge you to do that. On to the next point. I think I'm going to shift one that I was going to do. I'm going to save it for last, because people might not be ready for that one. But the next one. So again, number 1, I want you to watch your eye gates. Number 2, watch your ear gates. Number 3, watch your mouth gate. The gate, bridle your tongue. Okay. Next, I want you to literally watch your nose gate. And what in the world do you mean by that? What, I'm sniffing? No, not talking about that. Where your nose is in other people's business, because really, the more you're all up in somebody else's business, the less time you have to worry about yourself, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. Don't worry about what other people are doing. I challenge you to ignite your life by keeping your nose on your face and keep it out of everybody else's face. I'm going to say that again, because to tap somebody on the shoulder and, I'm just going to really say that again. I want you to keep your nose on your face and keep it out of everybody else's space, okay? The only other place your nose should really be is up in a book, really, really. But in all seriousness, and, I have to throw a little bit of humor in there, with some really what I call that Frasier humor and sarcasm. So you might laugh, you might not, but either way, just understand that the more you're concerned about yourself and what you're doing and living your life, the best life that you can live, and being the best you that you can be, the less time you have to worry about what other people are doing. If you're going to celebrate other people, hey, that's great. But don't worry about someone who's doing something on another scale or another level than what you're doing, because you don't know what those people had to get through to get to where they are. A lot of people say to me, Toy, you're doing all these amazing things. You guys weren't with me, not you guys, okay, but those people who may have something to say about that. You weren't with me when I was staying up till 1, 3 o'clock in the morning studying the art of writing for television. My mentor can attest to that. She knows I literally ate, slept, and breathed television, literally, when I became a television news producer at the early age of 18. I've been doing this media, radio, marketing, writing all my life. It's who I am. This is who I am. So don't judge other people when you see them out there doing their thing. Let them be. What are you doing with your life? Keep your nose on your face and out of other people's space. It's that simple. You can do it. And, I'm not saying don't look at what other people are doing, because you can admire them, and that's great. But don't try to be them. Be your best you. Be the best you that you can be, because God has given you gifts, and you have gifts inside of you that are untapped. God has so much for you. You have an unlimited capacity to do great things if you pay attention to what you're doing. And it all comes down to loving yourself. So my next PowerPoint is watch your heart gate. Your heart gate. Watch your heart. You're great because the greater one lives inside of you. You are a beautiful, supernatural being where it's not just a body walking around. That's why energy passes through us the way it does, because we have a supernatural being existing and living inside of us. And it's our responsibility. It is our responsibility it says in the Bible, and I'm going to go there, guard your heart, for out of it flow the issues of life. It's just the truth. Am I saying don't trust anyone? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is you're not going to be able to trust anybody else until you can trust yourself. I'm going to say that again. It taps somebody on the shoulder, hit somebody upside the head, but, we're going to get through it together, because today is your day for breakthrough. Today is your day to break through. A lot of you you can't even have a relationship, a committed relationship, because you don't even trust yourself anymore. Anybody else, to give that much of yourself, to be that authentic, to be that loving, to be that person that gives their all in all. The John Legend song is awesome. I love that song, All of Me Wants All of You. Yes, that is what I want in my relationship. I want that, because that's authentic. That's just all guards down. But that person has to earn that. They have to show you that. Let them show you that. A lot of us enter relationships based on a possibility when they haven't even proven that they can commit to you and only you. Watch your heart. Learn how to trust yourself so you can trust others. Toy, how do you know? I've been there, done that. Have a T-shirt, a couple of sneakers, a whole line of sneakers. If I could put a line of sneakers with a heart on it and sell it, Lord knows I would. Never know, I might. Ignite your life. Sneaker line. Never know. Guys, possibilities are endless. I definitely want to do a perfume. That I know. Haven't thought about the sneaker line. My daughter's given me some really great ideas. But in all seriousness, watch your heart gate. Watch who you let in, but more importantly, get to know yourself. Because until you know what you love, until you know what you're most passionate about, you can't even live the purpose that God has for you. You can't, because you don't know. So many people walk around existing and not living. I challenge you, since we're on these challenges, I challenge you to live what you love. I challenge you to live what you love. I challenge you to be your best self. I challenge you to be love itself, to be loving. A lot of you are looking for love. I love music, so here we go. So a lot of you are looking for love in all the wrong places, to be real, because you can't find the love within yourself. So you're looking for it outside of yourself, not realizing that you will not find love that doesn't exist already inside of you. So whatever it is you're lacking, that's what you're attracting. So fill yourself up with love so there's no void, and you can attract what you deserve. Some of you are going to have to go back and listen to the podcast for that one. I'm not going to repeat it because I have one more point that I have to go over. But I pray that somebody got it. There's somebody out there tonight. I pray around the world. I have so many listeners, different callers, different people who are streaming live with me. I really appreciate it, and I pray that there's something that I'm sharing tonight in these PowerPoints, very candid, very in-depth PowerPoints, that's helping you to ignite your life so that you can protect your gateways to achieve greatness. And our last PowerPoint tonight, last but not least, I need a drum roll for this one. I'm gonna get Jason to give me some sound effects. I need a drum roll for this one because a lot of people are not ready for this. But hey, it is what it is. Some of you need to watch, and this is the most politically correct way I can say this. So Kim is about to roll. I know you're out there rolling. Mia's about to start laughing. But you need to watch your soul tie gateways. Bam! I said it. And that's the most politically correct and classy way I can say that. Watch your soul tie gateways. Watch that. Watch that. Toy, what do you mean, soul tie gateways? Okay, you want me to make it plain? If you're out there sexing people left and right, I'm not judging you, telling you. You're creating a whole bunch of soul ties. And that's going to affect you whether you realize it or not. Even if you're monogamous and you're doing that, watch your soul tie gateways. Watch who you're, I'm not here to preach to you. You're grown. Do what you want. I am just trying to help you understand that when you do those things, there are consequences to that. Be sure that whoever you decide to be with, because I can't tell you to wait till you get married. You guys are grown. You're going to do what you want. I'm not going to say that. I'm teaching my daughter that. Yes, I am. She already knows the deal. She can't even get married after she goes to college. But that's just me because I'm a mom. But so I can tell her what to do, but I can't tell you all what to do. You're grown. Do what you want. Do what you want. But you can't say you haven't been told. Personally, locked down. Because I need the person that I create that soul tie with, I have to know in my heart that they not only love me, because I love myself, and I know I will attract that right person to me because I love myself now more than I ever have before in my whole life. And this show is Inspiring Growth Now with Intensity and Transparent Energy, and this is intense and transparent, no doubt. No doubt. But understand this. This is the last PowerPoint, and it's important. You need to know, because I want that person to not only love me for who I am and not only, be that person, that soul person, because that is a soul tie, them to be able to commit to just me. And some people may not be able to do that, and that's, you can't, it's not that they can't. Oh, thank you, Jesus. It's not that they can't. If someone says to you, I can't commit to you, it's not that they can't, it's that they choose not to commit to you. They're committed to someone, they just choose not to commit to you. So I'm trying to help out the men and the ladies. I'm not discriminating. This is an across-the-board PowerPoint because there are men out there who are all over the place for whatever reason. But whether you realize it or not, there's love that's lacking inside of you because you've got to know. You've got to know. You've got to know that you love yourself enough because that you deserve a person who can just give you their all without reserve. But you have to love yourself enough to know that. And if you have not come to that conclusion, you're not going to do that. We are the product of our decisions. We are the product of our decisions. Every moment is a decision. Every life is a series of decisions, ladies and gentlemen, and the PowerPoints that I've gone through tonight, protecting your gateways to achieve greatness. Watch your eye gates, watch your ear gates, watch your mouth gates, watch your nose gates. Because, again, you're going to keep your nose on your face and out and away from other people's space so that you can mind your business. And your heart gate, watch your heart gate, and watch your soul tie gateways. You're going to do that. I challenge you. I challenge you tonight to do all of that. And I challenge you to do that because, again, the environments that you're in are because you choose to be there in most cases. Where there's a will, there is a way. Whether you're from a small town or a big city, challenges are everywhere. Negativity is everywhere. But you have a choice whether to accept that or to move from that and to grow from that. God works everything together for your good. Everything. Whether it's a codependent relationship that you need to get out of or an abusive relationship you need to get out of, or whether or not you just won't stop procrastinating so that you can achieve and be all that you can be. The ability lies within you to overcome. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. Later on, next month, and I'm going to return to the series on overcoming procrastination. I call it the Success Over Procrastination series. And I definitely will be sharing more later on. But as for tonight, again, I challenge each and every one of you to protect your gateways to achieve greatness in the ways that I've described tonight during tonight's power session. When we come back, we'll be talking to Kim Landon, who is going to give a testimony about her experience in working with Les Brown, who's going to be on a little bit later on tonight. Do not go away. This is going to be one testimony you don't want to miss. In the meantime, again, protect your gateways to achieve greatness. It's my time, and it's also your time too.
Hey. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time. It's my time. I can see it. I can feel it. Time has come now to reveal it. I've been waiting for a long time, gotta do it, and won't let nothing hold me down, gotta do it, because I may not get another chance, I believe it, if I want it, I can have it, I believe it, done with falling, done with losing, I can do it, I think I'll tell myself again, I can do it. And I'm not gonna stop till I win, 'cause it's my time to rise. Hey, it's my time to shine. Oh, it's my time to live. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. Oh, it's my time. It's my time. She's a diva, yeah. She's a diva full of drama. Don't believe her. Hearing things that people say and got you twisted. So much fiction, not much bad. Got you twisted. And ain't nobody got time for that. See, my moment has now arrived, and I won't let it pass me by. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. Oh, it's my time.
yes, yes. It's my time. It's your time. It's our time, ladies and gentlemen. It is high time for all of us to ignite our lives. And I am back, and I'm happy to be back with you. Such an amazing show already. I pray that the PowerPoints that I share with you all tonight has definitely been beyond an awareness. I really, really I challenge you to ignite your life in every area of your life. And with that being said, I want to have a special guest on tonight who's actually helping to plan an event for where Les Brown will be speaking this weekend. And I'm really excited to have her on. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Awesome, awesome testimony. She's just amazing. Her name is Kim Landon, and I'm going to bring her on right now. She's going to talk about how she ignited her life to do all that she does today. And she's going to tell us a little bit about the weekend event that's featuring Les Brown. Kim, are you there?
Hi, I am here. Toy, how are you? So glad to be on the show with you.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you. Did you get a chance to hear any of the PowerPoints tonight?
I did. Listen, I came in at the end. I came in when you were talking about watch your soul gate, your soul tie gateway. That was just absolutely powerful. And it's so true. And it's so true. You know, our association determines a lot. It determines, you know, those who we are associated with, those who we are connected with will either do two things. They will either push us forward or they will pull us back. And it was just so powerful. So I'm grateful to be on the show, grateful on behalf of even Les Brown, just grateful to be here to share with you about our upcoming event on Saturday, but just really to share with you about how to reach greatness.
Yes.
Because that's really what it's all about, all of us. And Les Brown says this, he is known for this, and he tells everyone all around the world that greatness is within us.
Yes.
And many of us, we know there's greatness, but the question is, how do we get to that greatness?
Yes.
How do we reach that greatness?
Absolutely.
And that's where I was at in my life. I knew there was more, but I didn't know how to get to the more. It all started with a dream, Toy. It all started with a dream.
Yes.
And I just didn't know how. And one day, I kid you not, one day, I was cleaning up the house. And we have a room in our home that is just, my husband have all of the books in it. I was cleaning up the house, and I began to straighten up that room, and I came across a book called Live Your Dream by Les Brown.
Wow.
And as I began to read that book, it was as if my dreams became alive. As I began to read that book, hope began to ignite within me. As I began to read that book, I began to say to myself that I can live my dreams. I can reach my greatness. And that was my starting point. That was my starting point. And from there, I said to myself, I can do it. Because, you know, many times we tell ourselves, oh, I can't do it because of this, I'm too old, I'm too young, I don't have enough education, don't have the money, don't have this. But when you begin to read and you look at someone like Les Brown, and his beginnings and how he came from a city, you know, Liberty City in Florida, someone who doesn't have a college education, but now someone who is impacting the lives of millions of people all over the world, someone who is living their dreams.
Yes.
And so he inspired me. He inspired me to say yes to my dreams and to say yes to my greatness. And and I think that's where it starts, with us saying yes.
Yes. That is so true. And tell us a little bit about the event that's this Saturday. And I'm really let them know also where they can text to become a part of it if they'd like to.
Absolutely, and I hope you're going to be there, Toy. It's this Saturday, August the 9th. It's going to be at the Rock Church in Elmhurst, New York, 5702 Hoffman Drive. It is Speak and Make Money live events. And those who are interested in events, just simply text the word SPEAK, SPEAK, to 718-395-5522. And this is going to be a life-changing event.
I know
Brown
it is.
Yes, he is going to be training. He is going to be pouring into our lives, teaching us how to make an impact, how to live our dreams, how to find our power voice, how to stand before people and begin to share your message, to begin to make an impact, to begin to live your greatness.
That is awesome.
And not just an impact, but an income as well, because we want to impact the world, but notice that our dreams can also bring increase into our lives. And so
yes,
there's so many powerful tools I am excited about. We have people all over the world coming in for this event. It is going to be powerful.
Amazing. Oh, I know it is. And I'm going to do everything within Jesus' power within me to be there. I'm just so excited, even just for you and just the opportunity to even go. I'm just excited that I even have the opportunity to be there. And it's just one of those things where I know for me, it's one thing to think about doing something, and it's another thing to take action. And that's why I wanted to have you on here tonight with me before I even bring Les on, because I love your energy, and I love your take action energy and that take action spirit. And like I've said, even when you're protecting your gateways, who I talk to, same thing, all of that. And I'm thankful, and I thank God that he brought you into my path. And, I thank God for you. I really, really do. Your encouragement, your support, and just even with tonight and helping me bring him on my show. I would be remiss if I didn't have you on. That's just the type of person I am. And I love you, my sister, and I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine.
Well, I thank you so much, and I love you as well. And I thank you for the message that you share. I thank you for inspiring people to live their greatness. I thank you for sharing tools that will allow people to even begin the step to say yes to their potential. So many of us, we're doing this all around the world. We're to encourage one another and strengthen one another, and I think it is so key about the association. That's one thing that I'm so excited about the event on Saturday, because you're going to be in the midst of people, in the midst of dreamers, in the midst of believers, in the midst of achievers, in the midst of people who realize their greatness and who have said yes to their greatness. And what better person to be able to lead this event than Les Brown?
I agree so much. I agree. And how can people, before you go and I get ready to prepare us to go to a break, before I bring Les on, how can people get in touch with you? Because you do some amazing things. Tell us about some of the things that you do, Kim.
Well,
there's greatness in you. You are.
Well, I've been inspired. Les Brown, he is my mentor. He's my trainer. And I've been inspired to begin to live my dreams. And my dream is this. My joy and my passion is helping others live their dreams. And that is why we have our weekly calls, Living Your Dreams Power Session, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. That is something that we are doing every week to inspire people, encourage people to begin to live your dreams, and to give them steps and principles on how do I get from where I am to where I want to be. And one of the key things is, as you said, that association. You must get around people who are going to pull you toward your dream, who is going to pull you toward your success. If you want to be successful, you have to learn from those who are successful. If you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best. And that's why I'm so grateful that I got connected, that I invested in myself to get connected to Les Brown, because he is one of the best in this field. And he is absolutely. He's been doing this for decades. And so to be able to be a part of this event where I get to learn from the best, where I get to receive training from him, instruction from him, it is phenomenal. And he has inspired me to live my dreams. He has inspired me to say yes, and just even to believe that it's possible, just to think that I can do it. And I say to your listeners out there, I may not know your name, I may not know where you're from, but there is greatness within you. Yes. And the moment that you say yes to that greatness, the moment that you believe that you too can live your dreams, is the moment that your life will change. It's the moment that your life will change. You know, unless is going to come on, I can't tell his story like he can tell his story. But one of the things I can't tell it like he can tell. But one of the things that he said that really, I'll tell you, Toy, that really changed my mind. He said, I don't know if you heard, he said it many times. He said, you know what? One of the hardest things that I've done was not stand before millions of people and speak. He says, one of the hardest things that I did was simply to believe that I can do it. Yes. He said, simply to believe that I can do it. And once he grabbed hold of that belief that he could speak, that he could impact the lives of thousands, that his life began to change. And I can't, as again, he's going to share with you shortly his story, but listening to him allowed me to believe. And I began to believe in myself. And I began to believe in my dreams. And if your listeners would simply believe in their self and in their dreams, their life will change. Absolutely.
I agree. And Kim, thank you so much for staying on. Feel free to hang out in the green room. And later on, when I actually have the TV show, you know, I'll be able to have someone actually bring you something to drink and all that other good stuff. But we're going to use imagery right now.
Okay.
You're going to go to the green room. We're going to imagine somebody bring what would you like? Would you like some water, some juice? What would you like?
I will act like that I have water, okay? I will just, simulate that I have water.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'll make sure we stay stocked for you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Hope to see you on Saturday.
Absolutely. And I'll be in touch soon, too, before then.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye now. Again, that was Kim Landon. Oh, my gosh, such a beautiful soul, beautiful woman. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what this show is all about helping you to ignite your life. It's about giving you PowerPoints that will help you on the road to your breakthrough and your success. You are victorious. You are already victorious. The battle is already won. My purpose is to help you go within yourself so that you can go inward and soar. And that's why you're here tonight. We're going to go to break. When we come back, I'll review some of the PowerPoints for the night, and we'll have our other special guest on, Les Brown. We'll be back right after this.
You can't go through life not ever facing rain. Just when you get comfortable, that's when everything can change. I kept holding on to the strongest thing I know. At times I felt like giving up. I guess that's the way life goes. Though there were times all I had was faith, I just kept believing. Now somehow, someway, I'm still standing. I'm still standing. I'm still standing, yes. I'm still standing. I've weathered the storm, walked through the rain, tread through the water, been through the pain. I've done the best that I can do. After all that I've been through, I'm still standing. I finally reached a place where I can hear the way. For there's a song within my heart playing louder every day. I close my eyes and lift my head, stretch my arms out wide. I can feel the wind beneath my wings as I begin to rise. Though there were times all I had was faith, I just can't.
And we're back, and I just want to let you know that that was a song still standing by our Platinum VIP sponsor, Jason Peel. I want to say a special thank you to him. He's based in Atlanta, Georgia, a good friend of mine from college. And last week we talked about the story about how we both, and in previous shows as well, how we both used to actually sit around and talk to each other about our dreams in college, and now we're both living the life of our dreams. And now I'm here to help encourage you to do the same. Again, Ignite Your Life. IGNITE stands for Inspiring Growth Now with Intensity and Transparent Energy. And I challenge you to ignite your life through the PowerPoints that I shared tonight. And now, without further ado, I'm just really honored to have this person come on with me. And I'm just thankful. I just thank God for this opportunity, for this moment in my life. Bring on the one and only. He really needs no introduction, but I will first introduce him as a man of God. Because first and foremost, above all, that is who he is. He is a husband. He is just a phenomenal man who impacts millions around the world because he chose to believe in himself and take that greatness within himself to help others achieve their greatness. Tonight's topic that I've been talking about is protecting your gateways to achieve greatness, and we're going to continue that discussion with the one and only Les Brown.
How are you? Hello?
I am fine. Hello. How are you?
I'm blessed to hear the sound of your voice, but you know you must be a prophetess because you said I'm a husband. I'm not there, but I'll take it.
You know, we speak things that are not as though they already were.
I know it. You know, one thing I can say, I'm cancer-free, debt-free, and drama-free.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So, you know, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not married yet in the physical realm, but I'm going to go ahead and say I'm married too. So, hey, we're even now. So I done claimed you a husband. Right. I've claimed you a wife, and I'm claiming my own husband. How about that?
That's a wonderful thing. Come on now. It's a pleasure to be on your program, and I want to thank you so much for the work that you're doing, bringing light into so many people's lives who are just saturated with darkness and giving them hope. And as you know, when there's hope in the future, that gives you power in the present. So thank you for who you are and the lives that you're changing every time you speak.
Oh, gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. And I wanted us to talk tonight. My topic that I've been sharing with the listeners tonight is protecting your gateways to achieve greatness. I talked about how I broke it all the way down just to kind of bring you up to speed. I talked about how they need to protect their eye gates, their ear gates, their mouth gates. And then I kind of did a little satire with their nose ways because really if they keep their nose on their face and out of other people's faces, they can live the great life that they're meant to live because they're minding their business and living the life that God gave them as opposed to being worried about what's happening to other people. And then I talked about the heart and how, you know, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So all of these things tied together. And then lastly, I talked about soul tie gateways. Who you choose to connect with matters. And you have to be mindful of that. And you have to so that you can live the full life that you deserve to live and love yourself enough to believe that there is greatness in you because of the greater one who lives inside of you. And I was wondering if you could share with our audience tonight. And before I get started, I do want to say thank you I'm just really excited because I've shared now the moments with you 3 times, And God has allowed that, and I don't take that for granted. I was able to speak right after you during the Live Your Best Life conference. I had the honor of speaking right after you. That was an amazing moment. And then I got a chance to actually speak with you about my dad and my passing of my father on a conference call earlier this year, just last month, I think it was. And now we're here having another wonderful conversation. So even before you begin, I just wanted to say I'm just really honored and thankful. I don't take these moments for granted, and I'm just thankful that God trusts me to be able to have these wonderful conversations with you and even share platforms with you.
Well, thank you so much. And one of the things that I like to focus on, and in fact, this coming Saturday, as you are aware, I'm starting at 10 o'clock at the Rock Church in Queens. I'm doing a special training from 10 until 3, and I'm going to focus on an area that you have not mentioned, and that's how to begin to monetize your dream. You can have talents and knowledge and all types of abilities, but one of the things that I've found, and particularly in the church, there's more poverty there than you can find any place else, and people are saying constantly, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, yet and still they are behind on their bills and their dreams. And what I recognize that if we don't learn the methods and techniques of what it takes to monetize our dreams, what it takes in this global economy to take your abilities, your knowledge, and experiences to begin to move your life to the next level, then what's going to happen? You're going to fail. As you know, when Jesus came upon the disciples who were fishing and they caught no fish, and he said, throw your nets on the other side. And the reason that he said that what you have to do is change your strategy if the conditions and the choices you've been making have not produced anything for you. And so most of our people are not aware that the 40-40 plan is gone, where you can go to college and graduate and expect to get a job where you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years. That day is gone. And even people who have a job, they're doing 2 and 3 jobs for one paycheck and no job security. And so what I'm teaching people now, and I've earned over $65 million since 1980 doing this, just finished of speaking in Hong Kong and Poland, London, England, Sydney and Melbourne, Australia, and Johannesburg, South Africa. And in this international market, people are hungry for learning what is it we need to do to begin to have more, to experience more, to achieve more. And what I've found that in our culture, attainment-driven culture, we're victims of weapons of mass distractions. And my goal is, one, to teach people how to change their financial mindset. Because if you don't change your mindset, that's going to keep you stuck in poverty. As a man thinketh, so is he. As he continues to think, so he remains. And so what we're teaching people now is the mindset, the secrets of the millionaire mind, how they think, the choices that they make that allow them that 1%, what it is that you need to do. Don't be envious and jealous of them. You want to be one of them.
Right, exactly. That's what I keep telling them. I keep telling my listeners.
It took me 3 years to make my first million when I got into this business in 1980. So we're teaching people how to change their financial blueprint and begin to elevate their level of thinking. The next thing that's important is upgrading your skill set, because as you know, you don't get paid what you want and you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid for the value you bring to the hour. Yes. And so we ask people, what is it you have going for you? And that's the biggest challenge that I've found, that most people, number one, they don't know what they have going for them, and number two, they don't know how to make money with what they have going for them. I'm in a studio now, and I'm working with Stacy MC Grant, one of the partners that I have. And as a result of this relationship, my goal between now and the end of the year is teach her how to create non-performance income of over $100,000 using the technology, using the JVs, the joint venture partners that's required today. And the next step that's important is collaborative, achievement-driven relationships. Collaborative, achievement-driven. That as we look at our lives and look at our culture, we have an entertainment driven relationship. Most of our people are spectators. They're not players. They're people sitting on the benches or watching television as spectators. They've been cultivated and groomed to be spectators. But if you want to make it today, you have to look at your relationships, and you alluded to that earlier, and ask the question, what is this relationship doing to me? Am I growing mentally and spiritually and financially? You earned within $2,000 to $3,000 of your closest friends. And so one of the things that we're teaching people this Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock at the Rock Church, is how to develop relationship capital. Because if you don't have that, if you don't have people in your life that can see what you can't see, if you don't have people in your life that have knowledge and skills and resources that you don't have, you can't make it. See, one goose can fly 75% further in formation with other geese than it can fly by itself. And so most people don't know. If you are saturated with negative, toxic, energy-draining relationships, you can regurgitate all the scriptures you want, but you're not going to go anywhere, because those relationships will bring you down. Those relationships will compromise your power. Those relationships will keep you stuck. And so it's a three-step process. It's a system, and the key is that there's no secret to success. The 1%, they realize there's a system to success. And this is my final event that I'm going to be doing in Brooklyn on this coming Saturday, because the majority of my time will be in the international market. And I'll tell you why I'm there. Because one of the things that Jesus said, he said, whosoever will, let him come.
Yes,
what does that
let
mean?
him come.
Work with the willing.
Right.
You got to work with the willing. And see, if I mention what I'm saying right now, and said that Jay-Z and Beyonce were going to be at the Rock Church, let me tell you something. There would be a riot of people trying to get down there, and they camp out and they sleep overnight just to get in on Saturday morning. Why? Because most people, Jesus said, all power is in my hands, but by the way, the poor will always be among you. Most people are attracted to entertainment, stress relieving activity. And so the key to it is you look at yourself and look at your life. And I can just tell you this, at this stage of my life, and I'm in my 70th year on the planet. I can't believe it that I'm 70 years old. I used to think people in their 40s were old. Now I feel like I served at the Lord's Supper. Let me tell you, I'm in here. Let me tell you something. Here's what I'm telling you. Trust me on this. Between 40 and 60, listen to me closely. Between 40 and 60, hear me clearly. Between 40 and 60, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, thank you for the warning. Troy Parker has been forewarned, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Between 40 and 60, I went through divorce from someone that I love very much. Between 40 and 60, my mother died from breast cancer. Between 40 and 60, I had a nationally syndicated talk show that was canceled. Between 40 and 60, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Between 40 and 60, my best friend died waiting on a liver transplant. I got so many hits between that track of time. And so what people need to do is develop a strategy with what you were talking about earlier, supportive relationships, achievement-driven, collaborative, supportive relationships, so you can weather the storms of life. Because all of us have our moments in Gethsemane. All of us are going to take some hits in life. Studies indicate that over the next year, all of us will either experience a personal tragedy, 3 of them, or someone we care about. And so given that, it said, you will, not you might, you will face tribulation. So that means all of us are going to take some hits. And so the key to it is develop a strategy, and it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Am I making sense?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, my dad used to teach a lot of the same things, and it's just so amazing. And, you know, I just pray that, you know, maybe one day, whenever your time will allow, because I know you're going international, and I'm coming into your space in a very prolific time and dispensation in your life where you're actually going out beyond the borders. But I would be honored if you could mentor me at some point, even if it's just for 5 minutes of a day. It doesn't matter. Your wisdom, I value it. I promise you that. I just thank God for you because of what you've gone through. I call them ignite your life moments. You've had those moments where you had to ignite your life so that you can live the life that you know that you deserve. And you've had to watch those different things and be mindful of those relationships and do an assessment. You're able to teach it because you've been through it. And I thank God for that.
Yeah, see, the thing is, but I didn't know that I didn't know, and I thought I knew. This Les Brown, this voice that you now hear, there's a book that I encourage all of your listeners to get, and they can get it on Amazon. It's called The Road to Your Best Stuff. The Road to Your Best Stuff. It was written by Mike Williams. Mike Williams saw me walking down the hall one day at WVKO radio station in Columbus, Ohio. This is why I say it's very important that you have someone in your life who can see what you can't see. And there I was with a big afro and a dashiki and jeans and tennis shoes, and he said, Les Brown, you are more than the man about town. I was a disc jockey at that time. LB Triple.
Wow.
Les Brown, your platter playing Papa. There were none before me, there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. I was bad, baby.
I bet you are. I know you are. I can tell. You still got it. You still got it.
I still got it. Hold, don't let this 70 still fool you, baby. I still got the juice up in here. And so, but Mike Williams, he saw beyond that. You know, Mike Williams, he looked at me. He said, we're taught, judge not according to appearances. And he said, Les Brown, you can do more than entertain people. I had no idea because of what he saw and his level of expectations of me. It's very important that you have someone that will hold you accountable. As my accountability partner, studies indicate that if you have someone in your life that will hold you accountable, those supportive relationships, it increases your ability to achieve your dreams by 41%. And so who would have thought? I have no college education. If both my parents came in the room right now, I would not know either one. I'm adopted. God took me out of my biological mother's womb and placed me in the heart of my adopt. I was labeled educable, mentally retarded when I was in the 5th grade, put back from the 5th grade to the 4th grade, still again when I was in the 8th grade. Who would have thought that this guy, because of his vision, this guy, because of his coaching, this guy, because of his guidance, that he developed me and helped me to get a vision of myself beyond my circumstances and mental conditioning. And now when I speak domestically, I earn $25,000 an hour. When I speak internationally, and this is why I love doing it internationally, I earn $125,000 an hour. That's why I say, when they say, who shall go for us? I say, hey, Lord, send me.
I know that's right.
I used to be so broke I walked past the bank and tripped the alarm. Creditors in my house, my children would say, my daddy said he ain't home. Let me tell you something up in here. I'm telling you, trust me. So look, I want you to come to the Rock Church. It's at 57-02 Huffman Drive in Elmhurst, New York. That's in Queens. Come, be my special guest. I want to meet you because of the work you've been doing, and you're really furthering your father's legacy. And I can tell you the things that I will share with you. I'm listening to your voice. Knowledge is the new currency. This is the age for communicators. And anybody that's listening, that's serious about their goals and dreams, have them to show up. It's 10 o'clock on this Saturday at the Rock Church at 57-02 Hoffman Drive in Elmhurst, New York. And I can tell you unequivocally that this is it for me. I might come in on a video or something, but the way they pay international, I'm going to stay there because in our churches,
I don't even blame you.
As a love offer. So we love you, but they don't love you very much.
They go. I can't even fault you.
They give you $50, say we love you, but Jesus loves you more.
Okay.
All right. But see, my favorite scripture is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answers all things.
All
things. Trust me, when I have some money, honey, I don't need my medication every day.
Okay.
Lady told me the other day she thought I was less proud. Yeah, to a lady I introduced myself, and she didn't recognize me when I said my name was Les Brown. She wasn't impressed, but when she was standing behind me in the bank, and when I went in to cash the check, she started looking at me like I was Terrence Howard, honey.
I bet she did.
She started blinking her eyes. Oh, man, it makes all the difference. She told me I favor Terrence Howard. I say he my cousin.
Oh, I'm having so much fun. I'm so happy you are on here. Oh, I thank you so much for being here on my show.
Thank you.
This is just such an honor, and it's just such a wonderful. I thank you because, these moments don't happen often. And like I said before, I don't take your presence for granted at all. But I do know that this is part of my destiny. I do know that I was born for this moment, and I thank God for this moment with you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. And you know what I like to give to your listeners for listening to your program? Have them to go to lesbrownmotivation.com. lesbrownmotivation.com, and they can view absolutely free videos there, and they can also download them absolutely free. Okay, that's lesbrownmotivation.com. And I look for you to be my special guest on this coming Saturday at the Rock Church, okay? It's starting at 10 o'clock until 3. You have something special.
Yes,
you have greatness within you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And you better.
I
wouldn't have it
you.
any other way. Thank you so much, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. I
have
appreciate
a great
you.
evening.
You take care. You too.
Okay.
Bye now.
You too. Bye-bye now. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. This has just been an amazing show. I am just so thankful. I love my life. I love all the people in it. I'm just having a moment because I'm living proof. I'm a young lady who graduated at the top of the class in a very small place in terms of being in the city. I'm from Weldon, North Carolina, a place that recently has received a lot of I'm from Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, but I grew up in Weldon, North Carolina, the latter part of my life, and moved back to Roanoke Rapids before I graduated, but I still graduated from Weldon High, #1 in my class. And, there's so many negative stereotypes of people from small towns, and I'm here to tell you, I've just finished having conversation with one of the greatest motivational speakers in the world. This does not happen overnight, but it can happen to you. There is greatness in you, each and every one of you. You can live the life of your dreams. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. It does not matter where you are from. It matters what you do with the life that God has given you. It does not matter where you are from. It only matters what you do with the life that God has given you, and that is your choice. Ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to go to lesbrownmotivation.com to get your free gift that he has offered all of the listeners tonight who are listening to my show. And I thank each and every one of you for being here with me tonight. This has just been phenomenal. Again, I thank you, Kimberly and Mia and others who are out there in the feeds posting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am not an island. I cannot do this by myself. I have an amazing support team. I have amazing friends. All my best friend, Makisha, my very first best friend, Makisha, in Weldon, North Carolina. Hello, hello, hello. She knows just all the different things that I always said that I wanted to do. I'm doing all of them. I have 2 books coming out this fall. God is really moving, and he's doing some amazing things in my life. But I had to trust God, and I've had to step out on faith in a lot of different situations. And I thank God for the ability to have faith, because everybody doesn't exercise it. And I challenge you, all these challenges out there, I challenge you to exercise your faith and just trust God, because faith without works is dead. And faith, capital F-A-I-T-H, is forward action in trusting him. Again, forward action in trusting him. And I promise you, I am living proof. If you take that step, he has you, and he will give you more than what you could ever imagine in terms of the ability to achieve the life and live the life of your dreams. This has just been an amazing show. I just want to thank everyone who's been here tonight. Be sure to listen to the podcast. I will post it out in the feeds later on. This show will definitely, among all the shows this year, will definitely be one of the ones to help change your life. If you're able to be in the New York area for his last appearance here in the States, before he announced it tonight. This is his last appearance in the States. He's going international. Please be sure to take advantage of the opportunity. Those things will be posted out in the feed as well. I will post the event. I have all intentions of being there, and I hope to see you there. I'll definitely, I'm living the life of my dreams, and I want you to do the same. And we should be able to do it and do it with prosperous living, the epic life, exciting, prosperous, innovative, and courageous life that we are able to live. That's it for this week, and I have some announcements that I'll let you hear. But until then, be sure to ignite your life.
Thanks so much for joining us today. And until next time, join our hashtag IGNITEyourLife Facebook group for more sparks during the week to help you ignite your life and live the epic life now you deserve today. Always remember, love people, trust God, pray always, and expect victory.